Hello, everyone. This is Zachary Weaver, and this is Lucy and Sam Williams. And we are launching their basic income of $2,000 a month, their community launched basic income. This is our community launched basic income journey that we're documenting, recording, sharing with you. And the part of it came out of our creative wealth community. It's a part of that. So um, it's been a few days since we did one of these. So how are you guys doing? What's been going on? Our goal is $2,000 a month. We're at $230 a month,
Woo!
and just
Really?
every monthly donation is so exciting. Like it, I don't know, like uh, the numbers don't reflect my internal excitement about it.
I feel that same
Um,
way.
Right.
It's like, oh,
It's
you know what it
amazing.
is it is because it's recurring. And so each little increase is like, oh wow, that is like sustainability for Lucy and Sam. Even if you, as the donator, you can't cancel your donation, it's about like this is ongoing.
Mhm.
This is now month $10 more a month or whatever it is. So I think that's the very practical, tangible aspect of it that I think my excitement is rooted in.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I hogged the mic.
It
You
is.
guys go.
I mean, it's like predictable. That's crazy. And
It does something for me where I feel this like, it's like I'm floating on top of a giant sea of support. And I really feel that floating force holding me up. Um, and below me feels just like infinite. Like it feels like the possibilities are unlimited. Um,
and I'm just noticing the process of having you helping us
mm,
is exponentially impactful and powerful because there's some added element of hope, of trust, of knowingness that if we were just kind of trying to figure this out on our own, wouldn't be there. So there's something really big about your support. It's
hmm.
part of this.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
My pleasure. And thank you for pointing it out because that is so important I really did feel like that was going to be a really important part. That is kind of what sets apart community launch basic income from somebody just starting a Ko-fi page or just
Hmm.
starting,
Mhm.
Patreon or whatever it is like now you have somebody helping you who's saying, unequivocally, we're going to get there, and like, and we're gonna stick with this, and this is the best thing for you guys and the planet. And so, like, yeah, it makes a huge difference. And I want to add, this is a really important piece of information, I think, for anyone listening. I got an amazing donation of $100 a month
Yeah.
from, and so this is from, I should ask people if they want me to use their names, but it's from a friend of mine who is then um is now aware of what I'm doing with this and is giving me this $100 a month. And so I want to say that possibly the easiest way to raise your own basic income is to raise basic incomes for other people. Is to like be doing this so that people are like, oh my gosh, like whatever, they can um feel your generosity and support you. And it's pretty beautiful.
It's
So
working. I know
yeah.
it's amazing.
It's
Um,
amazing.
it makes me think of what you said, Zachary, of getting a team, having this team that supports people. Uh, and you said the other day, like, imagine if we had a team of 50 people and we could just raise a basic income in a day for people. Like, how exciting is that to think on that level of like, you know, each person brings two people donating $10 a month. Bam, here we go. And then being able to repeat that process and having, yeah, that does set it apart from like just creating your own page or something. And we were talking last night also about like the difference between maybe Kofi or something like Patreon or something where you set your limits and you set your amounts is like you have opportunity for people to say, I'd like to donate $1,000 a month to these guys. You know, it doesn't put some kind of a like an arbitrary cap on anything, and it allows people to donate $1 or 1,000 or however much they feel is exciting for them. And so that,
Makes their heart sing.
yeah.
Mhm. Oh my gosh, I had so much fun yesterday writing some language for Lucy and Sam's Ko-fi page and doing it. This is really fun. If you ever want to feel really good, just pretend you're Lucy and Sam for like 20 minutes and speak or type or something. And it yeah, it was amazing to get to do that. And I had the feeling, I was like, I wonder if I can do this for other people. Like I can bring all of my excitement about community launch basic income, but I can write it in their voice. Like I was thinking, I was like, I might be able to do it, whatever. I was imagining some other cases. I was like, I could probably do that just based on, if I got to know someone and was like, okay, what are you doing and what are you wanting? And then whatever was important to them, I feel like I could kind of maybe include. Anyway, just an offshoot thought.
Exactly. The amount of ideas we're compiling to make this transferable to other people is fun. We're getting a lot of, I mean, daily we get new ideas. Oh yeah, let's create this template. Create
Mhm.
template. For example, one of the ideas we've had this week was to create sort of a message to our people on Facebook. We don't use Facebook much anymore. So it would make sense to send all of our, I think there's like 1,500 people on our Sam and Lucy Facebook page, or maybe it's 1,000, I don't know, but it's a lot of people. A personal message sharing that we're more based on Ko-fi now, what we're doing a little bit, and coming up with this type of a message that anyone could use to their Facebook friends or to their, maybe they're still on Facebook, take that part out, but that could actually transfer to everyone who could write a personal message from excitement, not from, can you help me? Totally different energy. That's not what we're doing.
That feels like a fun way to connect with people too, because it's like, hey, how's it going? I just wanted to let you know
Yeah.
we're going to be on Kofi. Like a lot of our,
If you want to
if
keep
you
up with
want to
us,
see what we're
it's going to be
doing,
there.
yeah, it's an easy way.
Yes.
That's what you were telling me, Lucy, is like the excitement for community, like really feeling that community build up around
Yeah, we've
this whole
manifested.
project. Yeah.
Our biggest excitement about it is creating a community that wants to play where we play, right? With these new visions, the new earth, deeper levels of connection with strangers, with intimates, all of it. And yesterday on Kofi, we had our first interaction from our weekly Flowcast post from someone who shared her experience. And that lifted us so high. It was so fun to engage in that way. Many times people like do a thumbs up or they'll say, great, oh, thank you for being the light. And that is wonderful because we feel that connection immediately. But even more is when someone shares their own experience. This is what we want to create, a platform of sharing, of exchanging these beautiful energies and the discoveries that we're making and the confusions that we're all understanding because we're all going through it at the same time. That happened. So we are one step deeper into manifesting exactly what we want here.
Yeah, I love that. And that really is the universal aspect of this. Like some people may not be able to connect with the idea of $1,000 a month as basic income, for themselves. They're
Right.
like, well, I don't need that or whatever. But I think everyone or most people are wanting more community around what they want to be doing.
And
Hmm.
it is support, right? Because
Mhm.
her sharing her experience is it's just like the baseball team and you got off the field and everybody's like, that's what it feels like. She's
Yeah.
not even saying, Lucy, you did a good job. No, she's
Yeah.
saying, I had this experience. That's so much more fun. There's so much more to play with there. That's like lifting you up on the shoulders and carrying you around after you won the game. That's the feeling. And that is the joy that we want to create and we want to feel all the time.
Hmm.
And that we are feeling all the time. And I think, let's just take this back to the beginning. Since this income started, we've been able to find joy easily because there's a little bubble of support we're floating on. And that joy has created, literally in the last few weeks, moving from one bliss moment to the next, regardless. Like, even if it's 104 degrees and we're standing on dark pavement in a Disney theme park, it's still bliss moments because the joy has, like, sort of started a new vibration. The feeling of trust has started a new vibration in us that now we know in our bodies it's a physical, and that we can, I think, not only call on in every moment, but that now we're creating from. And that's creating these synchronicities of a new supporter last night using the same language that we want their heart to sing when they donate. And this person said, my heart sings as I donate, but they didn't know we used that language yet because we haven't posted that yet.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
and then someone interacting in that level, it's on it. Truthfully, joy is the root of it, and a basic income is a very quick way to feel joy.
Yes. A basic income is a very quick way to feel joy. I
Mhm.
love that. I love that. Uh, it eliminates so many questions. We were talking about this the other day where it was kind of like, because we as like, I don't know, very spiritual people can, or I'll just say I can, go like, okay, like I can make a different choice here. I want to make a different choice, and I'll be in the same pattern of maybe lack or something. But I kind of realized I was like, but also like if I just had $1,000, I just wouldn't be asking myself this question to begin with. I wouldn't be in this, situation. And so I think there can be a mix of that, a mix of us like, being in the moment where it's like, whatever. I have lots of things with food, where I'm very not wasteful. And so in those moments, I can be like, oh, wait. What do I really want to be doing? What do I want to be using my time for? I can be making those kind of choices. And at the same time, I can recognize the more money I have, the more this just doesn't come up, the easier it becomes to make these choices. So
That is
it's
true. And
it's
it's
yeah,
more than that logical money connection. It's a feeling around you. It's
yeah,
like you trust the chair is going to hold you when you sit down. It's that kind of feeling like, oh, I'm sitting in the chair. It's of course I am. It becomes like an automatic feeling almost. So I'm kind of tangenting, but
no, absolutely. Well, it brings me back to like how accelerated I was, supported and accelerated when I got that donation of $100 a month. Thank you
Yes.
from my friend, and that was like, that what was that? It was like, oh, someone's seeing what I'm doing. They're recognizing what I'm doing. They're supporting it. They're wanting me to just, go further with it. And it's this unconditional love and support that I'm like, yes, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna expand. And it's just, oh no, it's thrilling. It's very energizing.
yeah.
And I think that giving and receiving, it goes both ways. Like that empowers the person that is giving you $100 a month to feel like I can give $100 a month,
Yes.
and so that's like the real fun of it
If
is
you
it's like
don't
this
know that
game.
feeling, try it. try it out. Even if you think, oh my gosh, I do not have money to give right now, I dare you to try it out because that money will come back. I dare you. And it comes back bigger every single
Mhm.
time. Funny enough, it'll come back like $5 bigger, but then over time it'll come back like a couple $100 bigger. It's last time it happened for us, we donated $500 and we ended up making like a couple dollars under $1,000 within the next, week or two.
Yeah.
It works. It works every single time.
And I was thinking about this from a manifestation, like a vibration perspective of, you've talked about like giving a large amount of money and then that amount of money coming back and it
Mhm.
kind of being well, and I realized I was like, well, if you give a stable, like if you give like a monthly amount of money to someone, or if you give a stabilizing amount of money, like, and that's the feeling you're giving forward, that's probably the feeling that will come back.
Oh yeah.
So like, if you like, because what is it, sometimes some of us who are maybe more, I don't know if it's risk averse or something, and it's like, it, um what am I saying, like if I don't necessarily want to like give $500 if I have $600, or whatever the example is, and but it's more, in other words, I feel like potentially we could play with giving the energy that we want to receive. So
Yes.
it's like if we want to go on a roller coaster, we can do that, or if we want to like get on a
Boost.
solid train track
Hmm.
moving
Yeah.
forward, we can give that
That's a
forward.
really
And
good
you're
point.
seeing a direct example of that as raising a basic income for us. Your basic income is going up,
And this is
right?
just making me realize we need to support more monthly a little bit.
Yeah.
We have a couple of things that we're supporting already monthly, a couple of people, I should say. But let's do this. Let's support more monthly.
I love that.
Mm.
Um, I'm excited about that.
I even think you could probably, I don't know, I mean, you know, I don't know, and I even think if you feel like you can't, or if you feel too tight to like give, I've been in this place, too tight to like give $1 a month because you feel like that will overdraw your bank account when you're not looking. Like if you feel too restricted there, but you want to create this, you want to give this energy forward, I am sure that you can do it by giving energy to
Yeah.
this.
Oh yeah.
You could help us launch Sam and Lucy's income, or you could find a friend you want to do it for. You could do it for yourself. I think it'll open you up even more to doing it for someone else, but
It's
depends
the
on you.
feeling, like it's the feeling in the body. If you feel like you cannot donate $1 a month, then you are having a feeling of scarcity. That's what's going on. There's
Mhm.
no problem with that. There's no problem with that. That's what's going on. But knowing that what you give comes back to you, so maybe you could use time, and so you start to share a little bit of your time, and you start to notice time comes back to you, or you find a way to donate a quarter to someone, but it's the feeling. It's not I should give $1 a month even though I can't. That's not it, right? It is I can give $1. I can give $1 a month. I can do that. Yes, I can do that. I can do that. And every month I'm going to see that I am giving someone $1 freely. I am giving out of the goodness. That's the feeling, right? And that's the buildup. I think we're
Yes,
getting a text that we have to jump on the road.
on the road. Oh,
Yeah.
But thank you so
perfect.
much for
Thank
this.
you
It
for
was
this amazing
amazing.
conversation. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you both for doing this. Thank you everyone for listening. Love you all
Love
so
you all.
Mm, the new world right here in the making.
much.
Mm.
Yes.
Thanks, Zachary.
My pleasure. Bye for now.